Hey race fans, welcome back to Stafford Speedway Shop Tours. I'm Joe Koss. Today, we're going to visit with one of the all-time best full-body competitors in Stafford Speedway history. As a matter of fact, he's a three-time champion. Let's see if we can visit with Kevin Gambacorta. Kevin,
hey,
how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Thanks for having us tonight.
Well, thanks for coming to our shop, or our barn, I guess more like a barn, I call it. Right?
I love it. I love the post and beam look. That's awesome, and it's a great place to work on your race car. Getting ready for another late model season again here this year. Where are you at in the progress of getting this car ready to go to Stafford?
This is our car we built, I think, in 2010. Jay Stewart built it for me, and he did the frame and the floor, and I did the rest of it. And we won the championship 2011 with it, and then we converted it to a late model in 2013. And right now, we're just trying to update as much as we can, as much as I possibly can. You know, we've had a couple of great sponsors, Rafferty Fine Grading and Life Care Family Chiropractic, that have helped us out, but you know, really probably 90% of this comes out of my pocket. I gotta be smart on where I spend my money at, you know. Like right now, I'm working on cleaning up body panels. I'd love to be able to put a new body on it, but body isn't gonna make the car go any faster. I need to spend the money on the important things.
Now, as one of the small teams, certainly you've got to do things a little bit differently and try to be creative. I understand you guys have some homemade tools that help you get the job done and get you to the racetrack every week. Can you show me some of those?
Yeah, you know, we...
Let's go take a look.
I guess that's the farmer in us. You know, a farmer will fix something or make something before they ever go out and buy it. And I've kind of learned that from my father growing up, so he's made some tools that we use around here all the time.
Well, this is one of the pieces of equipment that we were talking about. What do you have here, and how do you use it throughout the race season?
This is a homemade sheet metal brake my father built.
Nice.
It's wrapped up right now, but what you do is you slide your piece of sheet metal in here, and you clamp down the ends where you want to make your bend, and then you just pull the handle and bend it. And I use that thing a ton when I built this car for all the interior sheet metal.
Yep.
Certainly comes in handy, a lot better than beating on it with a hammer or something, you know. Makes
the job a lot easier, and it saves you a ton too, I imagine.
Definitely. I don't know what one of those things would cost to buy, but...
Speaking of tons, what do you have over here?
This is a homemade press. Works great for straightening out bumpers and any kind of bars, you know.
Yep.
You never know what's going to get bent up there in a season. And
it is short track racing after all, right?
Yeah, if I can straighten something out instead of having to go buy another bar or tubing or something like that. That's what we try to do, so
yeah.
Use this thing a ton too.
And this one here is really unique. Tell me about what you have going on here.
It's just a homemade bead breaker here. We go through a lot of tires in these late models, and so I'm pretty much every week switching tires around on rims and stuff, and this comes in real handy. We don't have a tire machine here, so this is how we do it.
So you got that taken care of.
Yeah.
Nice and easy, right?
Yeah.
What do you have over here? Because this is pretty unique.
This is still in the shop.
There's got to be a little mystery around this if you got it all covered up like this. What is this?
This was my engine. We won the first ever Dare Stock Championship in 2004 with it.
That should be in a museum at this point. This is a piece of history right here.
They don't even run the 305s anymore. I don't know why we kept it. I think I sold my car to him, and then it ended up getting sold after that. And then why we kept it, I don't know. I mean, it's still a perfectly good running engine. I guess if you ever needed a backup, or I know he had always talked about wanting to get an old hot rod or something to put it in. So I guess it's just something neat to have around still.
You're one of few who's had the ability to win in multiple divisions, championships that is. You've got one in Dare Stocks, two in the limited late model. I guess the question is, when are we going to get that one in the late model division?
Well, that's the plan for this year. I think that'd be pretty cool if we could. First of all, we got to win our first race. We've got too many. I think we had 4 seconds last year. We finished second too many times, but that'll come. I mean, we just need the luck to go our way, and that'll come. But I think we were 4th. Then we finished tied for 2nd, and then we were 2 points out of 3rd last year. So I don't see why we can't contend for the late model championship. And that'd be pretty cool to say that we got one in all 3 full-body divisions, you know?
One of the things that's really unique about this car is the fact that this is a car that you ran in the limited late models, and then took that and transitioned it into the late models. So this car itself has quite a bit of history, doesn't it?
My first year late models, we bought another car, and I didn't like it. When I built this car, I built it the way I wanted it to be, and just comfortable with this car. A lot of these components that are still on here were when it was a limited. Looks like it's built a little bit overkill, but in the limiteds, if something, you know, your bumper falls off or something, you don't get to come in the pits and fix it. You're out of the race. So I wanted to make it so that it was solid and would make it to the end of the race, you know?
We watched your dad and your son hanging out here, and it's kind of a family operation. You know, racing is that way, but what's that like?
That's, to me, that's probably the best part about going to the races every week. It's not even the racing, it's just being with your family and your friends and hanging out after the race in the trail or whatever. We have a good time.
Now, his grandfather, Vince Gambacorta, who's no stranger to Stafford by any stretch of the imagination, made this for his grandson Colton on the plasma cutter. And if you ask me, I think it looked pretty good. Right about there. What do you think?
This car's gonna be mine.
He's jumping right into the mix. He's going to be behind the wheel before long.
That's what he tells me. He says he's going to kick me out and he's going to start riding.
Well, he already did. Kevin, thank you so much. We appreciate you spending some time with us tonight, and best of luck this season in the late models.
Thanks for coming to our shop. I know in the last couple of videos you got to see how some of the big dollar guys operate. Now hopefully folks at home get an idea how some of us little guys do it too.